We're expecting to go to parallels around about there. I'm Alan Freeman, I'm an ATC line manager in Sydney Tower. Our unit looks after the ground traffic, and the runways of Sydney Aerodrome, and the movements into and out of it. The passenger movements Sydney Aerodrome gets is over 35 million. The aircraft movements is over 300,000. It's the busiest aerodrome in the country, and certainly passenger numbers. 2010 in fact was the first time since the Olympic year that we actually beat the Olympic year's traffic movements. I can find an aircraft hundreds of miles from here. I'm interested in it 10 or 15 miles from here. The abilities you require to be a good air traffic controller is a spatial imagination. It really is like three-dimensional chess, and quite often the complexity you find yourself in is dependent on a poor decision you've made a couple of minutes ago, and then you're chasing it and finding it. The really good controllers have made that decision well a couple of minutes beforehand, and they don't find themselves in a complex or a busy situation. Air traffic control is stressful, like all jobs, sometimes. And like the qualities you require to be a good controller, if you're dwelling on the decision that you've made and questioning as to whether that one's right, it's a stressful job. But equally, any job would be like that. You could make this not stressful and exciting at all, but you'd also have queues of aircraft everywhere. There's a lot of funny stories in air traffic control, and quite often it comes with radio mistakes. I've had crews ask me to bring up another coffee, another one of those nice scones, love, having not switched the switch. It's that kind of industry. You know, airline crews, ATCs are quick-witted, and putting a bit of humour into it quite often puts a bit of oil on a difficult situation. I've been here 32 years tomorrow. I've worked with guys that flew fighters in World War II. I worked with guys that were born 10 years after I started. And you've watched the end of Concorde, you've watched the start of the 380, you've watched the Dreamliner land here for the first time. You watch sunrises like you guys were lucky enough to see this morning. That's why it's interesting.